Thursday. So, for those that don't know me, I am Tracy Gorick. I'm going to do some Palo Santo. I'm Tracy Gorick. I am a healing coach, energy healer, spiritual mentor, intuitive, and channel. I use all of that to help you find out what's going on with you, whether you've been diagnosed or not, and help you clear it out. And then we work on the mindset, and I work with your guides and all the above to help you get to where you need to be. So today I had a question, not today, but I had a question given to me probably about a week ago, and I thought it wasn't on Chalk Talk, or it was just somewhere else, and I thought, oh, okay, I was going to channel it, information for it, and then talk about it or post it to them. So I decided just to do it here. So I channeled on it yesterday, and so I wanted to talk about that. Also, as soon as I get there in just a second, because I wanted to talk to you guys about, if you were on Chalk Talk yesterday, I kept getting phone calls, and then the day just went crazier from that. And it was interesting, and I wanted to share it because it's a lesson in not letting things throw you totally off track. And if it does throw you off track, don't get worked up about it. Because even a year ago, if I had yesterday, I would have been totally thrown off track. It would have just shut me down, and I might have just gone to bed for the rest of the day, right? Instead, I just kept going, and that's what healing does. It helps you be able to react to different situations that normally would have thrown you off track. And it's really, our minds are very, very powerful things. And so that's why I'm a little bit late today also, though, because we were dealing with my husband's new phone. We were trying to get it working, and we couldn't because the store wouldn't help them yesterday because they're so backed up because they can only allow so many people in, and it's like, it was just crazy. And then by the time we got to it, it was hard to get somebody online, so we were up late. Finally got somebody on chat to help us get his phone working, but we went to bed late, and so then I just let myself get a little bit of extra sleep rather than be on less sleep. But I wanted to also let you know with that, because I know I talk about these routines and the self-care, and I have a routine in the morning, and I couldn't do the whole thing, but I did parts of it, or I shortened parts of it. So I still did the stuff that I needed to do for myself. And it's so, so important for you guys to do that. This helps you keep your mind in a better spot, so then you don't spiral when things come in and throw you off track, right? It's just so important when you can do that and you can keep your mind in a better space. Not saying that we didn't have like a few getting angry at each other yesterday, but like I said, a year ago would have been so much worse, so much worse. So it's just important to do the things, have your routine. That helps you get in a better spot so you don't spiral out. And then make sure you keep doing the routine even if you were thrown off track a little bit, right? So I went a little bit later today. I know some of you don't have that option, but do what you can, shorten what you can, do it later, whatever your routine is. I hope it's the things I tell you guys to do, because that will help change your life, right? At the end of every video. So, any questions with that? Any questions with routines? Any questions with working on your mindset? Let me know. Any questions at all that you have. Like if you have something going on with you, send me a message. Most of the time, or a lot of the time, there's always going to be more people that need to know what your question is. They need the answer too. And so just message me, okay? So the question was, and that's what the title of the Chalk Talk is today, why does healing happen in layers? And initially, this is what I said. It's because if we don't do it in layers, it would be very, very overwhelming. And so you need to do it in layers. So you do the one layer, and then the heavier one comes up, but you've done some healing, so then you can handle that layer better. So then you do that layer, and another one comes up. Hi, Alicia. And so then that one, you heal that one, and then another one comes up. That's why a lot of times it's not necessarily just a quick fix when you have the healings. It's layers you have to work through, and each one gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And if you did it all at once, it would be overwhelming. It would probably do some damage mentally to you. This way it's a layer, then you can handle a little bit deeper layer, and then a little bit deeper layer, and that's what I've seen. But I want to, and I'll, what's happening, and I'll read what I channeled for that real quick, and then I'll talk about it some more. So, so this is what I got. To be precise, it is to limit the amount of trauma that will be incurred. Some of the trauma is deep from past lives, and some is lighter on the outer surface. I had that question also recently about the past lives, and so yes, we are healing from past lives also. So you start there, and then the next layer comes up to be healed. It would be overwhelming to do all, if for all to come up at once. The other thing that came in, so that one I did yesterday, and then this morning a little bit more came in for that, because I journal for myself in the morning, and then a lot of times it's stuff I can share. And I also channel for myself in the morning to get help to go about my day, so I can have a better day, right? So what came up this morning is we are able to handle more now as the vibrations of Earth are starting to vibrate higher, and it's moving up, right? So we are able to handle more of the healing, so it might come out more at times. Now, that being said, you also could be having more issues if you're not working on yourself as Earth is vibrating higher. So you want to pay attention to that and do the work. I'm like not joking. Take what feels right, leave the rest, but the work, the things I tell you to do, the journaling, everything, you want to do them, because it's going to help you. If you just keep going about your day, not changing a thing, it's not going to get better. You got there for a reason. You need to like start changing it for a reason. And it's not even a blame thing, but understand that because I've done it. Like, I had stuff that I had to overcome, and if I didn't, it got worse. So it takes work to get you in a better place. It just does. And it's not like it's hard work, it's just changing your mind. And that's the thing, overcoming our mind. It's overcoming these traumas from the past that have gotten us to where we're at. But remember, you came in here and you wanted to have these experiences. You wanted these things to overcome, or you're helping somebody else. So when you can look at it that way, don't get upset about it, right? But just know you can make it better. And you can make it better by doing certain things to raise your vibrations. You know, that's the things like I tell you. Do things you love. Do things for others. Look for the good. You know, be grateful of everything. And when you can start doing that, it'll help you. But you have to make the effort to do it. And there's so many things, and I'm finding out more and more and more. We are overcoming a lot. A lot of things have been put on us to hinder us from changing our minds, working on our mindset. So that's why there's more effort, and it's not our fault. We knew we were coming into this, all right? I talked about the smart dust a little bit. I talked about the implants and the energy, and some are on our body a little bit. We're having to overcome those, because that's what's causing us trouble, because we came into this life knowing this, understand that, but those things are there to hinder us from getting better. We've been who put it there wants us to be hindered on healing and getting better and seeing things clearly, okay? So just remember that. So that's why it's taking work. I know you think, oh, well, it should be easy, but I can't do it. You've got to make a big effort, or it's not, these things are there hindering us, okay? Some of them can be removed, and I have removed some of them. Trying to think on the smart dust. I haven't removed smart dust per se. I think the vibrations might overcome them. But if you're interested, Google smart dust and see what you think. Because you can Google it. You can Google anything that I talk about that might sound crazy, and you can see something. And it's okay if you don't believe, agree, whatever. Google it. See how it feels to you. See if you think that's possible. Because I think the truth is stranger than fiction, and a lot of stuff in movies is more real than you think. So remember that. And like I said, it's okay. I can still work with you if you don't like agree with what I'm saying, because I'm not gonna be like, oh no, this is it. This is my truth. I think it's gonna come out pretty soon. I think things are gonna be beautiful and awesome when we can get through this. And we keep that in mind. Earth is supposed to be heaven on earth. That's what we're trying to get to. So remember that, okay? So then the last thing that came up this morning in my channeling for me, and I wanted to share it with you, when you can get peace in your heart, you have freedom. So regardless of anything I've told you or said, if you can overcome this, which like this, it's overcoming your mind. If you want to ignore the smart desk, the implants, whatever, it's still overcoming your mind. It's overcoming the trauma from your past. It's overcoming past lives. It's overcoming, everything that's happened to you, what you've been taught. It's overcoming that to have the peace in your heart. Because our mind's reacting to things, and that's what's causing us like not being able to get up sometimes and do the exercise, or the sugar's calling, or the tobacco's calling, or the alcohol's calling, whatever that is, because it's a coping thing, right? And it's something that you do when you need to escape because it's been a rough day or whatever. So it's our mind, it's overcoming that. Like I said, if you want to ignore the smart desk, those are things that are there that are hindering us from being able to overcome our mind, okay? Because in some ways it's controlling our mind a little bit. So do the things, make the huge effort, just do it. I promise you, you will see a difference. You will feel so much better. And remember, you will get there, you'll have a few days feeling awesome, and then it's going to start to kind of creep back. Then you've got to like do that extra effort again, because it'll be easy, once you feel it, it'll be easy. You want to feel it, so then you want to get there again, because like I said, there's going to be things that happen to you. They're going to make you like, oh, I'm just going to stay in bed. I'm not going to do my exercise. I'm not going to like look at the beautiful things because I want to sit in the crap, right? I felt that way. Believe me, I'm like, no, I just want to sit here for a minute in it. It's because that's what we know and that's what's comfortable to us, right? And in our minds, it's like sometimes it's more of an effort to get to that point. But when you can get there and you can see everything that is just so beautiful around you, I don't care where you're at. I don't care how low or your life is. You can find the beauty. And when you start to do that, it will change your life and more will come to you. I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. You just have to make that effort. So remember, when peace is in your heart, you have freedom. You want to get to the peace in your heart. And to get the peace in your heart, you've got to get out of your head. Okay? So that's what I have for today. Any questions, let me know. Thanks for being here. Let's do a little bit of a healing for you guys. And then we'll go about our day and have a great day. All right, so sit back and relax. I want you to imagine the violet flame at your feet coming up and around and through your whole body, cleansing, clearing, and purifying everything. Any negative thoughts that come up, any anger towards yourself, any anger towards others, any frustration you have towards yourself or others, just put it in the violet flame. You don't want to hold on to those things. And then any anger and frustration you feel that might have come from others. I give the example of pulling in front of somebody in traffic, an argument with somebody, or just a frustration kind of conversation you can tell you upset them. Just put that in the violet flame. It's not for you to hold on to. It's their stuff. And then finally, anything from the consciousness you feel you've picked up on, any fear, any anger, any frustration, any helplessness, hopelessness. It's so heavy right now. People they're just living in this, like watching, what's going on, and the news is so fearful. Just put it in the violet flame and turn off the TV and let it go, okay? All right, so now we've cleared all that out. We're going to leave that violet flame there, so as I do the healing, anything that comes up during the healing, because the healing energy sometimes brings stuff up to be released, just throw that in the violet flame, okay? All right, just sit back and relax, and I'm going to begin just sending healing energy to you right now. It will not come to you unless you are open to receiving it. It will not be forced on you, so don't worry about that. But if you're open to it, just be open to receiving the healing and it will come to you. Okay, take a deep breath in, hold it, and then exhale and release everything that might have come up in that healing. All right, guys, you go have a great day. Go do something you love, something that brings you joy, lifts you up. Do at least one every single day. This is how you change your life, I promise. Do self-care, drink tea, Epsom salt bath, pray, meditate. Every day, do at least one of each of these things I'm telling you. Then look for the good in everything. I mean it. Look for the good in everything. Even somebody you had an argument with, look for the good. What did it do, right? Even like yesterday when we were having this crazy day, I told my husband, I was like, well, this is something we needed to overcome, right? We need to get used to having problems because you don't want to sit in the problems, right? You want to be able to overcome them because they're always going to be there. Stuff's always going to pop up to throw you off, right? And then write 10 things you're grateful for. Oh, when you look for the good in everything, look for the good in people. And when you see something stand out, tell them. This is how you make a difference in the world. You're raising your vibrations and theirs. And then write 10 things you're grateful for every single day. Make that effort, guys. You want to start changing your life? You want to feel better? You've got to make the efforts. Okay? No more floating throughout your day. Okay? It takes an effort, but when you start, it'll make a difference. All right. Good morning, Bonnie, if I didn't say it already. You're welcome, Alicia. So glad you guys made it today. I will see you later, Alicia. And can't wait. Got new stuff to talk about tonight for the class. All right. Have a great day, guys. I love you all. I will be here tomorrow with Chalk Talk and spiritual messages tomorrow. And then the email goes out with stuff. So if you're not on my email list, make sure you get on there. Subscribe on my website, tracygorick.com. All right, guys. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.